Welcome to A Mason's Work, the podcast where we review Masonic symbols and illustrate how they can be used to solve problems in everyday life. With your host, Brian Mattox, a proud member of the Craftsman Online Media Network.
One of the things we'll be doing here in future episodes of A Mason's Work is reviewing the appendant body ritual content, not to go into details about what's discussed, but rather to put them in the context of the working tools and the information you've been given in the first 3 Blue Lodge degrees. When we do this, we're going to be doing that in a way that says, okay, look, the 4th degree is a great example of the use of this tool, and this tool. Or the 17th degree in the Scottish Rite is an excellent use of these 3 or 4 tools. And when we do that, when we start to audit the content of essentially the appendant bodies and put it in the context of the Blue Lodge degrees, it should strengthen your experience in both of those. It should help you get a stronger sort of continuity of that experience throughout your Masonic sort of education. There's a couple points of clarity, though, that I want to make before we dig into any of those explorations. First things first, the emphasis for a Mason's work broadly is really the Blue Lodge working tools and the Blue Lodge degrees. The independent degrees out of the appendant bodies, more often than not, are extra, for lack of a better way to say it. They're examples of a Master Mason in action. They're examples how a Master Mason might work. Not to get into the any of the specific nuance of any of the degrees or the history or any of that kind of stuff. There's tons of podcasts. There's tons of organizations that talk more deeply to the ritual work itself. We're just putting them again in context to help you enhance your Blue Lodge experience. As you go through your degree work in those appendant bodies, should you choose to get involved with them, do try and figure out what tools are being demonstrated or what combination of tools are being demonstrated by the actors or the agents in those degrees. I think you'll find that experience is a wholesome kind of puzzle for you as you go through those bodies. And then bring it back to the Blue Lodge. Bring it back to the folks that are in those same appendant bodies in your Blue Lodge and talk it out. Hey, look, I think I saw the trowel in play. Or, hey, look, I think I saw this was a really clever application of the compasses. Or this was an awesome, demonstration of someone who really just managed their time well, a la the 24-inch gauge. I think that exercise will be useful for you. And as you go through that process, please share them with us, and we'll, bring them back out for the audience as well. So thank you so much.
The views represented in this podcast are those of the speaker alone and are not representative of any grand or subordinate lodge.
Hi, Brian here. I wanted to thank you so much for listening to this episode. If you have any suggestions or guidance for further episodes you'd like to see or hear, whatever the case may be, please don't hesitate to reach out to me at amasonswork.com, and we will try and incorporate your suggestions into a future recording. Thanks.
Freemasonry teaches us that the true work is within, a lifelong journey of reflection, discipline, and discovery. At A Mason's Work, we help Masons bring out their best selves through meaningful self-inquiry and symbolic practice. From personal reflection to lodge engagement, we offer tools that turn symbols into action. Visit us at amasonswork.com. The work is within. The time is now.